Well guys, I really done it this time. Man, I tell you, they say that good things come to those who wait, and I have been waiting for quite some time to put together my dream setup. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to reveal it. Here it is. This is the Pioneer Djm S11 with the Rane 12 MK2s. And man, this system is the... There's a whole lot to go over with you guys, but hey, I'm just gonna tell you, I want to really give this video a different spin. I'm just gonna tell you what interests me about this setup, why I chose it, and not really go over all of the specs because there's spec videos on this equipment all over the place. Matter of fact, why don't you go check out my man Cleveland Terry right here. He'll tell you exactly what to expect when you get equipment like this because he's where I did my homework at. Sometimes when you're in a stagnant place, change is so necessary, and that is what I have done here. I have upgraded and I wanted a new challenge because I don't want DJing to get stale and old. DJing is about moving with the times, and I am all for that. I am by no means ready to go ham on these tables, but I am ready for an experience to be able to dive in and really dive deep, because one of the things on my vision board is to hone in on my skills as far as being a great DJ. Not just being a mediocre DJ, not just being a DJ who's just average, just really taking my skills to the next level. And I felt like some of this equipment could help. I could have gone with a different option, but this is the option. This is my dream setup that I wanted. So I wanted to make sure that if I was gonna do it, I was gonna go all in, dive all in, and perfect my craft. I already know that I'm probably gonna get some hate and stuff down in the comments, but that really doesn't matter and stuff to me because this is what I wanted to do. Maybe one day I'm taking this setup out to weddings, who knows, because I can create a custom booth and take that out there. First, we're gonna get to the brand new, the massive, the Pioneer Djm S11 mixer. I have totally always wanted an S9, and I was just gonna wait until they came out with something completely different, and I wanted to start from square one with this guy, and boy has it been a learning curve. Coming from a DDJ-1000 SRT and a Pioneer SX2, man, this has a monster learning curve. And I know what you guys are gonna say in the comments, I already know. Book, why did you go get that? You don't do any battle mixing, you don't do any of that. It has always been a fascination with me when it comes to turntables and a great mixer. And that's why I wanted to put this guy and everything together here. Now, along with the Djm S11, I also got the Rane 12 MK2s. And man, what an honor and a privilege to be able to make music magic on these guys. Now, put this whole thing together and you have got the makings of a monster, of a powerhouse. I have been really deep diving into this equipment, and it has definitely taken me to a different level and a different appreciation for the level of DJs that are out there. From the basic DJ to the master DJ to the middle of the road guy to the mobile DJ. This has a little bit of everything that you could possibly want. Now, as far as going from a controller and stuff on here, I have pretty good knowledge and everything when it comes to that 1000 SRT. Heck, I'm still learning stuff on that, but I have a better feel for it. But one thing that these guys do, they allow me to be able to control that SRT to almost perfection. I actually feel like I'm smoother on the SRT since I picked up this gear. Let's go over a few features that really drew me to this particular gear and why I actually upgraded to this. It is a 4-channel mixer with a Magville fader, and it is an absolute beast. This thing can do just about anything, and it really meshes well with Serato DJ Pro. Now, I've had a couple of issues with the iPad picking up the actual mixer and everything itself in the beginning, but now all those bugs are gone and it is ready to rock and roll. Some of the best features that I actually like on this mixer is definitely the smooth echo out. I love to do echo out transitions and move from song to song. I really love the way that that feature really blends 2 tracks and just kind of brings to life the smooth transition between the 2. Also, my scratching with the tables and everything together are so smooth because this fader is an absolute dream. It is just a buttery smooth fader. I can move with ease. I can move in and out. Man, it just has everything that you could want in a fader. I love this guy. It is so smooth, so nice, and easy to use. The pads and everything on here are really easy to use, especially coming from the SRT, and I love new features such as Scratch Bank. It allows you to be able to pull up your favorite scratches and be able to have them on the fly by just really pressing 2 buttons. Shift, Scratch Bank. Real simple. It took me a second to get used to the mixer as far as how you actually listen to the actual cues in your headphones and setup. I know that it's probably small for most of you guys, but coming from just a controller, this was definitely a little bit of a learning curve. I had to figure out that I had to jump back and forth with this guy instead of just having a button to really press. One of my favorite features coming from a controller was just the ease of that. Definitely a learning curve whenever I had to do that, something as simple as that. The scroll and the load and the instant doubles and everything, those are pretty easy, self-explanatory. You could do a lot of that stuff with the controls and everything that I was using and everything before, but these Rane 12s are absolutely solid. Man, this is what makes everything so smooth and stuff for me, because I can actually maneuver back and forth with ease, and I feel like I can actually give my less dominant hand the option to be able to scratch with a little bit more velocity. I can tell you right now that I have huge hands, as you can see here, and having the turntables on each side allows me to be able to really dive in deep with these guys because I'm not worried about this tiny little wheel that I'm trying to mix on. And it allows me to be able to get a better grip. I have so much control with these Rane 12s till it's not even funny. Also, a big learning curve and everything for your guy was actually having all of your microphone inputs and everything on the front plate. Now, normally where I came from with controllers, everything was already listed out on top of the controller, but now everything's up front. Now, not a problem. You can just pretty much just back up, do what you need to do, come back up, and you're all set. Love having the touch screen and everything up here as well, because it does give you an option to be able to play with. Now, I've actually been watching some tutorials and everything on how to use this touch screen, and it has actually complemented some of the stuff that I like to do, especially when you're able to kind of drag your finger and everything over the screen, and it is very responsive and everything for you, and it does the feature that you have on the screen. So if you hit flanger or backspin, all of that is activated through the touch screen, so it's really easy to make magic and everything with that screen. If you didn't want to use your touch screens, then you can just use your tabs. They work just as well. They do the exact same thing. You can see the response still activates them at the same level. Now, probably the biggest learning curve and everything for me was actually starting and stopping the vinyl control turntables, because I'm not used to setting up cues and everything up at the top, not letting the motor and everything move, getting a track of stuff queued up and ready to be able to transition into it. Big learning curve, especially coming from a controller-based setup for at least the last 6 to 7 years. So you guys know that there are 100 different videos and stuff out there that are going over a lot of the specs and everything that come along with this mixer and these tables. I'm just giving you just the basics on what it's like for me coming up from a controller to an actual vinyl controller that allows you to get the closest feel to a real live turntable with real live vinyl that you could possibly use. Now, I'm going to continue to work hard and practice and everything on here. I have so far learned a lot, and you guys will be able to see that in upcoming videos. I plan on recording some sets in the near future and putting them on Mixcloud so you guys can hear and see some of the progress and everything that I've made with them. But I just wanted to dive in and show you guys what I've been up to, and I've been waiting for so long to be able to show you guys this particular setup. So thank you guys for coming along with me. If you liked the video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, as well as if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so right now. Leave me any questions or comments down below. It doesn't matter if you want to leave me something crazy or if you want to leave me your experience going from one to the other. Also, to be notified when I put out another video, make sure you turn on that notification bell. And to keep up when I actually use this gear, you can follow me on Mixcloud, Twitch, and Instagram. I'll be right there waiting for you guys, and we are going to have a ball with this gear. Book Club, we really appreciate you coming out and checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one. See you real soon. And if you don't know, now you know. Peace, guys.